The rest of this song fucking sucks to map, holy shit.
And I believe that is the warm-ups done. So welcome to the first quarterfinals match of the weekend between RandomerZ and Rarth. These two players Probably gonna struggle on this pool for two very different and opposite reasons. Rarth might be outscaled on this pool. And RandomerZ, he might find every map below AR 10.2 to be a bit hard to read. RandomerZ is probably gonna ban Hidden 2 and No Mod 6. I doubt he will ban anything else. Maybe Hidden 3, because it's like long and kind of boring. But like Hidden 2 is kind of just an auto ban. Rarth will probably be banning DT2 and No Mod 2, I want to say. I imagine Rarth's gonna struggle with a lot of the mechanics requirements on some of these maps. DT2 and No Mod 2 are the most tapping focused maps in the pool. DT3 can kind of pull stuff together, in my opinion. And RandomerZ doesn't have... I mean, No Mod 1's AR is too low for RandomerZ. No Mod 5 isn't actually that hard. But we'll have to see. Yep, No Mod 2, DT2, very expected.
The rest of this song fucking sucks to map, holy shit.
Will it be a No Mod 6 ban or a Hidden 3 ban? Or will he do something really, really weird? Oh, I don't think you can double ban actually. I'm a liar and a fraud. He's gonna ban No Mod 6. Yep, No Mod 6. Those are the two. I wouldn't call them reading maps because there's not much to read. They are just low AR and low AR hidden mechanics checks. I don't think RandomerZ can read maps that low AR. Now RandomerZ has pick. He could go for DT3, maybe, or abuse mechanics with No Mod 1 or Hard Rock 1. No Mod 5 is there, but Rarth might be able to play it. There's also DT4, which would be interesting. Yeah, No Mod 1. AR 9.4. Some of the angles on this map are actually kinda horrible to play. Because there are some like very space jumps into like a very nearby kick slider. Those sorts of patterns kind of like play terribly, in my opinion. And the AR is a bit low for the star rating as well. 9.4, 200 BPM. We'll have to see if RandomerZ gets reading checked or if Rarth gets outscaled. And if there is also like the evil tapping part, like about 3/5 of the way in, both players have... Was that like an early miss from both of them at the same circle? Just a triangle map. I've only just realized this, what the hell. Rarth does find an early miss on this filler, looking like he's struggling a bit. But we'll have to see if that evens out or not. So we get into the first Ki. RandomerZ actually hits the intro to the Ki, but we'll have to see if he can keep holding on through. Rarth meanwhile breaking on it. Starting to show that mechanical cliff that kind of exists between them. RandomerZ finally finds a miss, but Rarth is just struggling to play this map. Like, sure, RandomerZ is finding some just random misses on nothing, but he can play the map, right? Almost a double Rarth score already. Already looking like it might just be doomed for Rarth. Yeah, another miss on filler from Rarth. RandomerZ has actually not been going horribly on this filler either. You'd expect like John Speedington to shit miss every 5-star jump in the game, but maybe he's locking in. And he does hit that annoying slider pattern. Now it's just margin building at this point. The tapping will show up a little bit soon. Hardest part of the map, high key. There is a linear pattern as well somewhere in this map that could catch both these players off. There are breaks on the stream. It's kind of over. It's okay to break there though, that tapping is kinda racist. Get to the linear. RandomerZ is actually hitting this disc spike. This is right at the end of it. I think it is like a slightly spaced stream at the ending. And yeah, doesn't hit it. GG. Done more than enough. It will make Rarth a lot more apprehensive about picking into some of the easier mechanics maps as well, I imagine. Rarth's probably gonna opt for... maybe No Mod 3 could work? Because Hard Rock 2 and Hard Rock 3 are really nothing burger, and RandomerZ can single tap both of those maps. Oh, there's also Hidden 1 and Hidden 3 both open. Rarth's probably gonna opt for Hidden 3, I feel like. Yeah, Rarth wants to pick Hidden 2 even though it's been banned. GG. Go like outside of Hidden Pool, like Hidden 3 specifically, and maybe Hard Rock 3. What else can Rarth really pick here where he doesn't just get mechanics cliffed? Here's your CS 7.8 3-minute map of, I don't know, filler. It has like a few snap ult and flow ult patterns, but the BPM's not too bad on them. But I mean, just playing CS8 with ulti patterns is kind of very RNG. If you're unlucky, you will just miss. This is like one of the first songs ever played in this game. It's like a boomer song. A boomer map. Too bad we don't have the actual boomer map. Oh, RandomerZ might also struggle with this AR on hidden, I imagine. 9.1. But we'll have to see. Never mind. He's already missed. Yeah, he's not having a good time. Rarth actually hit triple. Triple is like the other breakpoints in this map. Generally. It actually has combo lead, but I don't know if he can make anything work with this map. Into the stars, and RandomerZ breaks on the triple. I think he overaimed the second note. Rarth does find another miss. We'll have to see if this map will even out or not. They're trading misses. Started to build up combo again. Another like minute off this map. Does finally miss for the first time one of those like weirder triples. Rarth does. It's still like in the realm of possibility that RandomerZ could come back, but he's gonna have to hold through what I think is by far the hardest part of the map. Because for some reason it just gets really freaky with some of the patterns. No, he does not hit the star. He was actually starting to build up some combo there. I mean, it doesn't matter if he hit it, because he misses right after as well. And I think that secures Rarth a point. But he was also holding on strong. He would have had to break. Yeah, Rarth gets his first point. That is definitely mechanically the easiest map in the pool though. And probably the one that favors Rarth the most, so from here it's a bit of a question mark what he picks into. Oh, they had the exact same combo. So wholesome. Now RandomerZ has pick. He could just go for DT1, DT3, and just full send it. DT4 probably relies a bit too much on the ult, because it is just 1-6 doubles. So like 210 BPM doubles into like a 140 flow aim. Yeah, DT1. This is like RandomerZ's map. The AR is a bit low for him, but it's just a TV-sized jump farm map, so... And the BPM is also obnoxiously high, especially for a round like this. I don't know if Rarth can tap jumps this fast, just straight up. Your tap and go is a 1-1 after he shredded no mod 1. Anyways, this is like it's a 1 minute TV size jump map. I don't know what to tell you. Like, oh, we only have hit sounds. Both players are actually playing this reasonably well, but there's a bit of an accuracy difference between these two players. Rarth's clearly struggling to tap these jumps, but RandomerZ... Oh, when did Rarth break? I didn't even notice that. RandomerZ broke, but Rarth has broken a few times already. And I mean, this act difference is kind of doing the work right now. Get into the second part of the map. More TV jumps, TV size jump aim. RandomerZ gets buzz slided, fixed on laser. But I think the act difference is a little bit too high to overcome anyways. 570k for RandomerZ. Rarth a bit tapping gapped on this map with 88% accuracy. And I mean, it's 280 BPM aim, so... RandomerZ showing he could probably FC this if he got lucky. Just depending on the day. Not a bad score, 2 misses. Really nice act. Off picks hidden 1. Not opting to go for any ult, which I think is interesting. RandomerZ struggles to alternate. But the ult maps, well, this week's ult map, singular, because it is just no mod free, is a very big step up in terms of mechanical difficulty. This map is the custom by Moth. It's pretty cool. It has some linear aim. In fact, it has a lot of linear aim. It is kind of just a second no mod 1. If you like ignored the cancer triples that Moth put in there to spread hate against people that don't play hidden. And I think the kick sliders on this map are like kind of irritating to me personally. We'll have to see if it's irritating to either of these two players. And it does also start off with a div spike. Yeah, RandomerZ has already found a miss on the intro, but I mean, he's over tapping a little bit. Oh, this is looking like a good pick from Rarth. Does miss on like the cancer triples, Moth put in there to spread hate, but is that a fucking fire alarm, dude? Fuck off. I'll be back. Hey team, I'm back. I don't know what happened, but RandomerZ is up 2 points. So I assume he just went beast mode, I don't know. Hard Rock 2? Did my house burn down? It was one of the other buildings, I think. They have a fire truck here now. This Hard Rock 2, I think both these players might struggle on it, but it's in RandomerZ's single tap range quite comfortably. The timing of this map is kinda weird. That's like the hardest part of like 90% of it. It just has weird timings, which makes it a pain to get good accuracy on, but the ending is like kind of just impossible for no reason. But I don't think it'll be decided by the ending. And realistically, a lot of this map plays more like an aim check. And it's one that RandomerZ has clearly just failed. You're already seeing the classic Hard Rock 2 accuracy. Both of them don't trip up on those perfect overlaps. RandomerZ is starting to gain accuracy, I imagine solely because he can single tab this. And Rarth does find a break, so yeah, now RandomerZ is really languishing in a score lead. And you'd think there's not really anywhere for him to miss until near the ending now. It's the very tiny wiggle. It's the flow. Now we get into these nice snaps. Rarth breaks again. I don't think RandomerZ is gonna break until the ending. There are some annoying 1-2s that go to the top left corner, but aside from that, like, there isn't much else to this filler. The ending's not horrible until like you get to the wiggly 188 BPM stream of like Mega Doom. When we get into that tapping, RandomerZ immediately slider breaks, but I think he's done more than enough. He actually hits that second stream as well, but wait, he can hit all of them. What a beast. I just learned how to hit that pattern right there. You don't try to aim it. Fortunately, he doesn't hit the ending ult. But 500k will probably beat a lot of people, because you can just miss on the filler on this map and kind of just auto-lose. But Rarth here was just clearly outscaled. Saying he bit his best miscount by 25, good job. Now what does Rarth pick here? I don't think there is a pick angle. Every map left is some variation of mechanics or like ults that he cannot play. There's Hard Rock 3, which is like probably the second easiest map in this pool. Maybe the first, depending how good you are at precision. Which he could opt for. To be honest, I'd say Hard Rock 3 is easier than Hard Rock 2, just because of that CS difference. It is kind of just the same map. Aside from that, I really do think No Mod 5 is his only other option. Could get lucky on Hard Rock 1, but these are all just mechanics check maps. There's No Mod 4 as well, but No Mod 4 is very easy to cheese if you get lucky. Well, not even if you get lucky, if you just don't play the sliders, it's not actually too bad until the ending. Rarth opts for DT4. Just going for the banger because he knows he probably won't sweep every single map left in the pool. It's a Fanjin map. Lots of 210 doubles with some 140 flow aim for fun. Some of these 210 doubles actually go into the 140 flow aim, which can be quite jarring and weird. And this map does pick up towards the ending, but the middle is a very large breakpoint for most players. The intro and like first half of this map is just doubles, really. We'll have to see. RandomerZ's ult is up to par. Never mind, he's single tapping it. Single tapping these patterns has not worked out for him. He's been dropping Ack, and I mean, yeah, single tapping 210 doubles is probably not very fun. Get to the first Kiai, the first chorus. I don't think this is actually Kiai in the editor. This is by far the easiest Kiai. Really just doubles. Yeah, Rarth finally breaks on a double. He actually under aims and only hits the second note, but RandomerZ trades it. And the act difference here as well. They both break on the first little 140 piece of flow aim, but Rarth's come out of that slightly better, I want to say. He does actually hit that quirky little aim as well, which is objectively the hardest pattern of the map. He's starting to struggle now, but we'll have to see if he can just hold on. He's got the Ack advantage, and RandomerZ is just struggling to make anything work on this map. There's still a window here for RandomerZ if he locks in. Because that's all the hard part of the map done. But yeah, he's already missed on the intro to the last chorus. And it's looking like Rarth has found a point he needs. The accuracy from both players is leaving something to be desired, but I mean, Rarth's not playing these patterns like horribly. I think it's just an AR issue for him, really. AR 10.1. It's just ult. The chorus is not 400 BPM doubles, it's 210 BPM doubles. But that's the point Rarth needs, but he's gonna have to win 2 more points. Are there maps for him to win 2 points in a row? I don't think those are 320 BPM. They are 1.6 and 90 BPM doubles, I believe, without DT. Or 112, I don't remember. I looked at them in the editor, though. They played differently to the rest of the map. So, of course, RandomerZ has no mod 5 open, but he goes for Hard Rock 3. We might see a similar situation to Hard Rock 2 where Rarth just isn't very comfortable playing Hard Rock ult, especially when it's -12 BPM. But this is arguably one of the easiest maps in the pool. Wouldn't be out of place in last week's pool, certainly. And RandomerZ single tapping this map might actually give him a bit of an edge here. If you can single tap these patterns, it's much easier to not note lock on them. And it removes a lot of the tapping strain, in my opinion, from having to like force yourself to ult that slow at OD10. It has some sliders, but We'll see if either player goes the wrong direction. Oh, GG. Ben to win, he's not even, he's 20k, 5k up, because he's spun to 1. What the hell? There are some sliders here, but they're not too bad to hit until the ending. And Rarth's showing that maybe the tapping's working in his favor this time. He's actually holding decent act. Of course, RandomerZ's act is much better. This is his comfort single tap BPM. A bit shaky on RandomerZ's aim, but this map is 3 minutes, so still a lot of time. RandomerZ does finally find the miss. Get to the halfway point. It's the ACK is just making such a big difference. And I never thought I'd say that RandomerZ's ult ACK is just winning him a point. This is where the sliders get a little bit harder to follow. Another break from RandomerZ into the build up. But Rarth's dropping ACK just everywhere. Now, we'll have to see if Rarth goes for these sliders or chooses to GG, he got buzz slided. This is RandomerZ's chance, he just needs to hold. Still a third of the map left, and he's got 100 combo on the board. Gets first little dispatch, but he trips up on one of those sliders. That gives Rarth the combo, and maybe the point. I think there's one more of those wacky slider patterns. Yeah, but he hits it. I think that's a map right there for Rarth. Yeah, RandomerZ falling apart on this ending. You don't actually have to follow these sliders if you just value the combo, and when the scorelines are like this, it's probably more worth not following them if it's easier for you. Rarth drops more ACK, but he's managed to make it work. A very close point. RandomerZ just finding breaks on some of the filler, allowing Rarth to really combo game him. Nearly double the combo on Rarth's side. That leaves Rarth with the last pick. There's no mod 4. No mod 4 could trip both these players up because it doesn't look like they're going for any slider like cheese tactics of just ignoring slider ends. And if you don't choose to ignore them, no mod 4 does become very hard, very fast. It's no mod 5, which is 4 minutes of, I don't know, filler. I'd probably not go for no mod 5 if I was Rarth, just because it's 220 tapping. It's kind of generic, and RandomerZ can probably play it. But I don't know if Rarth can play it at all. I just noticed how hard it is to tell what Red's picks are because of a red background at Downey. Make something for my granddad eyes. Hard Rock 1? No, I didn't see Hard Rock 1 was open. Hard Rock 1 could actually be a bit of an RNG coin flip map for both of these players. It's quite short. It's kind of aimy, it's kind of flow-aimy, it's low BPM. If RandomerZ hasn't played it, he might get tripped up by the... what would I even call them? The bursts. The bursts here are actually very spaced. Compared to the rest of the map especially, it kind of jump scares you. And CS 4.4 This is another custom as well. Thank you, Suboku. We'll start off with some intro tapping, some light flowing. Then you get those spaced triples and quints. Before the aim starts to pick up and it becomes more like, I believe the map's mint tiers. Where you have to really make sure not to over-aim or shake off of any of the starts of the bursts. Or else you will drop 3 misses in a row on the aim. But his back's against the wall. We'll have to see if he can make something work, and that is not the start you want. But RandomerZ does break on the space triples, like I said he would. But Rarth is struggling to tap this map. Over-aiming one of these triples, the accuracy differences. Look, RandomerZ's accuracy is kinda horrible, but Rarth's is even worse. He's finding so many just random breaks on the filler. Another break from RandomerZ, chain miss. RandomerZ is gonna need to chain miss a little bit more, but the AC should even out. Yeah, Rarth's struggling with the aim on this space triples. Get into some of that filler. Again, it's the accuracy difference is giving RandomerZ so much of a score margin to work with here. Get to more flow aim. RandomerZ does find a miss with an act drop. Rarth trades it. Both players are not having a good time, but this is the hardest part of the map aim-wise. Rarth's just falling apart. These triples are just so hard for Rarth, he can't play them. But RandomerZ is finding a lot of breaks. Yeah, with that miss, I don't think Rarth can do it. A very narrow lead, but it was really just the act battle. Neither of these players seemed very comfortable on this map, but Rarth kinda just got aim abused by those triples. Which means RandomerZ does not have to play TB for the second time. Winning 6-4. And that means Rarth will be eliminated. The RandomerZ should have another match tomorrow. Yeah, between the winner of Nivako and Moxie-Tone. And I think that match is actually in like 6 minutes, but I don't know if we're gonna have a streamer for it. But yeah, if we find a streamer for Nivako versus Moxie-Tone, or Rail versus Micha, which is in 30 minutes, you will hopefully get a ping. Have fun. Bye bye team.